Hey guys, it has been a minute since no, it hasn't been that long. Um, gosh, I don't even know. I struggled with what to call this stream, but I'm so fugified lately. Really, really fugly energy, fugly girlfriend energy. I feel like I should have probably waited to start because I feel like I need to go to the bathroom. I have to do my laundry, but I don't know. I just wanted to make sure that I wanted to make sure. Hey, bot. I wanted to make sure that I went live tonight just because I have to do laundry. And so it's like I might as well because I have to wait anyways. And then I was thinking of filming for my main channel, but then I was just like fugified. Don't want to because it's like I don't have that much energy, but I also have some energy, if that makes sense. So I'll just go live. Yeah, so I am definitely the season is definitely getting to me at this point. I still have quite a ways to go. We still have another, well, I guess another 11 days until it gets to the lowest point. But I'm feeling it. I'm trying to hold on, and I'm eating a lot, and I'm kind of just fuck, I'm eating a lot. I'm worried, but I think too, it's just funny. It's funny how you change. A year ago, I was I watched my video from a year ago, the Eye of Sauron. Do you remember that one? But I talked to you guys about it, I think, in my last stream. But I watched it. Oh my god, I'm fucking freezing. That's the thing too. I'm fucking cold. It's fucking cold outside, and I'm dying, and it's I have to do my laundry. Yes, Celtic. I picked a fugly song I don't like. I'm just kidding. It's not that I hate that song. It's just kind of how I feel right now, where it's it's a little bit touch and go with my health, you know? I'm doing okay. I'm still pretty strong, but it's it's bad. And I'm trying not to trip because it's I'm always struggling in December. And this year it's really just that I'm eating a lot. Oh my god, and I'm so cold tonight. Holy shit, I'm so cold. Anyways, I need to do laundry, so that's the whole point of why I'm here. Because I need to do laundry, so I'm gonna get my laundry together. I'm gonna bitch and yeah, just talk about how cold I am. It feels like it's copy O. I don't know what that means. Oh gosh, I'm moony and moody. It's not fun. But yeah, it's getting to me. I appreciate Caleb's been messaging me. He asked me how I was and stuff. And I'm I appreciate it. Because I'm not doing that great. I'm not doing terrible though. So it's pretty good. But I am backsliding pretty badly. Hypo-wise, I can tell, you know. So I don't know. It kind of sucks at this time just because there's this feeling that the work I've done the whole year is going away and I'm losing everything. There's always this feeling during this time and I can't change that. It's you have to just take the L and just go through with it and that's like ugly, you know? Pizza. Oh, that's nice. Oh my god, I'm just like, whew. Man, I think it's gonna get below freezing the next couple of nights, and I am just a pussy when it comes to the cold. And I don't know why, but this place is colder for sure. So that doesn't help. Because it's like, oh shit, you know? It feels really cold in here. But yeah, I've been very like, I don't know. I had a couple different stream titles I was thinking of doing, but I kind of wanted to save the other ones because it's like, I feel like this is the last time I'm gonna really struggle with my health like this in terms of like the season, you know? Because I do see some light at the end of the tunnel, but it's just like, oh my gosh, I feel like I can't even stand. Like, I feel like I'm literally freezing. I must be having some kind of hypo thing tonight because I don't think it's that cold in here. I think I'm tripping. But I can't wear my warm stuff because I have to wash it. You see, it's kind of funnified. But you can kind of see I'm going a little crazy. You can see by how I'm acting. So, yeah, fun times. I'm pulling this shirt back from the grave. I had to dig it out of my closet. So yeah, I think as I've told you guys this year, it's really been the mental part is really difficult. It's much more difficult than anything else. I think I have most of my clothes. I'm just gonna check the bathroom. I'm out of socks, so I just need to make sure that I need to make sure that I do it. I have some stuff on here, I'm not sure. You can see my big fat ass taking over the world. Gosh, that's fine. It's the last time that my ass will be this big. It's still pretty big. But my mom was so bad. She was like this one day, like a couple weeks ago, she's like, oh my gosh, she's like, your butt looks really big. And I'm like, I'm sure it is bigger. She's like, your butt looks bigger. And I'm like, I'm sure it is because I'm gaining weight. It's not fun to gain, you guys. It really sucks. Okay, I think I just have a couple things in my bathroom and then I'm good to go. I will be right back, you guys. Don't leave. I will be back. Oh my god, I'm literally frozen. Holy shit. I'm so cold. crazy. Okay, sorry about that. Jeez. So I was like trying to start my laundry, and I had my jean jacket in there, and I was like, this is going to set off the washing machine. And like, I was just going all weird. And I'm like, I can't put this in here. Oh my God. If I put this in here, then it's going to do that. Like, it's really weird. So yeah. That's what I go through. I think last year though, I was paranoid about like, I feel like I was more paranoid about relationship type of stuff. This year I'm like paranoid about like laundry. You know what I mean? It's like really weird. But whatever. Fun times. We love. I'm going to try to actually get under my blankets because I'm literally that freezing. Which is crazy. I'm never this cold, for the record. I've never been this cold in a stream. I've had to be under my blankets. Oh, this is not comfortable. Anyways, how are you guys doing? If you're even still alive. I am fucking cold. Oh, hey, I see Sam, finally. Sam has been blocked because of his, I had to put on live chat. Oh my God. Yeah, heating is not friendly for the Biden economy. So, but I can't tell if it's that cold or if I'm hypo. I think I'm having an episode tonight, which is great. So I'm like, maybe I should have put lyrics from Antihero instead. I don't know. I didn't know what to do, okay? So I chose Epiphany. Lisa's the only person that's going to know what that song is. She knows that song is a skip. It's a skip. I wanted the title to be a skip, okay? Period. Where is my needle? Jeez. I don't know. I was considering going to the gym, but I was just like, I think I'm going to be too weird. Hey, John. So I was like, I'm not going to. But it just sucks. It sucks to like, I don't know, like everything falls apart kind of vibe, you know? I'm falling apart. I don't think it will last that long. Thanks, John. I don't think it will last that long. Though I really think I'm going to be okay in January. Which is good. So I can start like a lot earlier and I should be fine. But it does feel dark and hopeless right now a little bit, you know? I don't like gaining weight. I know that may seem like my pastime, but it's kind of horrifying, you know? But I think sometimes you gotta deal and kind of like, I don't know. Oh, okay. I didn't even know she was live. I literally had no idea she was live. Whew. Gosh, all I can say is I'm cold. But that's okay, John. I don't know how good this one is going to be, to be honest. But, okay. Bot does that. Is she doing like a hate stream? Maybe we can do a live reaction. Just kidding. Could you imagine? That would be funny. Oh, okay. It's just some random person. Okay. That's funny. I'm surprised she's streaming so late. I don't know her schedule at all anymore. That's funny. Yeah, Sam says hi, I guess. I am just freezing. Okay, so anyways, I'm glad that you're hearing two people at one spot. I think that's awesome. I literally had no clue she was live. That is funny to me. Anyways, So, as I was saying, it's just hard when you like lose everything kind of vibe. Because it's like not going to the gym anymore, not losing weight anymore, not counting calories anymore. I've been back on the schmorn, not as much though, because I still get sick of that. It's so funny. That really is just not what it used to be. I still get sick of it because I was just like, I don't know. It's so boring. It's so boring. It's crazy. But anyways, I'm getting weird now too, because like, I mean, I don't know how serious I was being, but like my favorite gay SM artist, he posted a video and it's like I commented on there and he didn't respond or anything, and I'm just like tripping. But not really. Like I'm making fun of myself in a way. It's just weird. Like I've been struggling a little bit with the relationship side of things where it's like I've been putting myself out there more on the apps lately. I've been feeling like deathly, horrifyingly single. But it's like I don't know how much of it is really me and how much of it is I'm tripping, you know? So it's just fugly. It's really fugly. So I'm trying to just be okay, but it's like I'm not. And then my sleep schedule's getting worse again. So I'm like up later again. And yeah, it's just really crazy. I did this like I actually did a tarot reading. I actually did one on Sam too. I'm up late and sleep late. Yeah, I am. I am myself. Like I've definitely slipped back hypo wise. But it's just this really weird feeling of like my thyroid is getting better and the season is pulling me back. So it's like this weird like push pull. So like half the day I feel disgusted and like my appetite is really low. And then the other half of the day I feel like I need to just keep eating. It's really bizarre. And then the serotonin stuff, it's still going crazy. Like I'm twitching all over. I'm doing all this stuff. It's just really fugly. But it's like I was looking at the trees and stuff today and I'm just like, oh God, like everything's dead. It's winter, bitch. Like it's gonna be winter. And I'm just like, oh gosh, here we fucking go. And now it's really fucking cold. And I'm just like, oh my God, I think this is gonna be kind of a weird thing just because I'm not like, I know when we get into January and February, it's like the hypo gets better because the days start getting longer. And it's like, I know what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to just want to lose weight. And it's going to be really fugly and probably really, like, I'm probably going to feel like I'm absolutely freezing to death every day. But I'm wanting to get back to things so badly, but it just isn't time. It's a really weird feeling. So I feel very like tug of war. Like, go back to the diet, go back to this, but also you can't or don't. So I'm just like, and it's like I'm not going anywhere. And I don't know why, but I feel like I'm like fading into my bed. I feel like I'm gonna slither off the bed, fall to the fucking floor. But I don't like the anxiety and stuff. That's what I don't like. Like that part is ugly. Because then I get depressed too. And then it's just like, oh shit, you know? But physically, I am so much better this year. But I don't know why. It's not that it's worse. It isn't worse. It's just like, it makes me doubt certain things, like what I'm thinking, where I start to have doubts, where I'm just like, am I really wanting this? Am I really feeling this? Am I really this? Am I really that? And then it's like everything's spinning all around in my head constantly every single day. And it's just crazy. It's driving me nuts. Hey, Shannon. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to be okay. I don't know. See, you can see my mind is weird. I think we're having Mercury retrograde soon too. I think it's fucking me up already. I don't know why, but I feel the Mercury retrogrades more when they're in fire signs, like drastically more. Which this one, it's starting out in Capricorn, then it's going into Sag. And I'm just like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm trying to stick to topic, but my mind is like going everywhere and nowhere. So, anyways, I think I'm being cheesy about the ASMR guy. I didn't care that much that he didn't respond, but I'm just like, I cared a little bit. And it's like, why am I caring? And that's like cringe. And I'm just like, why am I checking if he did or not? I'm crazy. I would get a notification if he hearted it. And I'm like literally checking, like, it's just fugly. I don't know. But I think it's just the time of the year and stuff and like the mental effects. It's like, I'm not that paranoid. So I can't really say I'm paranoid because it's not that bad. I'm not that depressed. So I can't really say I'm depressed because it's not that bad. I'm not that insatiable with eating. So I can't say I'm totally insatiable. But I can't say it's in control either, right? It's like this weird, like, I'm not this. So I can't really say that I am. But it's not completely okay. So I guess that's what it is. It's like I'm not that bad, but I'm not completely okay. And I don't know. It's weird. It's hard just because like I want to be able to be like I'm dying or I'm okay and I'm not. It's like I'm neither. Because I'm working. I worked so much. Like I've been working a lot and I have the energy to work and I'm just trying to put my focus on that and just be like, just work every day, Alex. Like just keep working, just keep doing it, blah blah blah. Like because it kind of keeps me sane. But it's like, oh gosh, it's just tough. But I did like what my astrologer said. He said that December is like this month where we're wanting to move forward, but it's not time. And I really do feel that way. Like I want to keep losing weight. I want to keep doing these things, but it just isn't time right now. It's like I kind of know intuitively that I need to eat more right now. I just do. I don't know if it's the serotonin thing, if it's something with my skin, or there's just something going on, but it's like I need to eat more. And so I am. Probably just because I'm really active too, because I am walking like all the time, but I don't know, you guys. I don't know. How are you guys doing? If any of you guys are there. I'm just like, I guess I'm listless. That's good, Shannon. Yeah, so I might go to the gym again. I'm not sure, just because like it's like I said, I really need to focus on working. So I don't know what to do, but um, I don't know. I guess I didn't think about how this time would be okay, that sounds good, Sam. I keep having marshmallow cream every day. I know it's so bad. It's so ratchet. It's so many calories. I had so much food today. I had like a whole thing of eggnog and a whole thing of marshmallow cream. I mean, it's just crazy. But then it's also like I actually looked at my calories and it's like I had a hefty fucking amount of calories. Like, I think it was probably I want to say it's in the 4,000s, which is kind of a lot. But then it's like, I walked like for 4 or 5 hours. So it's like, that's a lot. So then I think it kind of ends up being like around even. Because my weight did go up. Like, I will tell you guys, I guess I'll just spill the tea. Whatever. We're just going to spill it. So back in October, when I got to my lowest, I had to like do a fucking stage dive and do a full on satanic ceremony like I was Taylor Swift to get under 300. I had to fast. I had to make sure my entire colon was clear. I had to, I mean, it was crazy. It was kind of insane what I did to get it to that point. And then I had to sleep in really late that day too to get it. So that's when I got to 299. Around that time, I started waking up earlier. And so I got to like 303. You didn't know that, Shannon? Oh, that's crazy. So I got to like 303. I was basically 303 in the morning, like at 9 in the morning. And that was at my lowest. Now, over November, I was a hungry hippo, okay? Like, my appetite went completely through the roof. Like, during that time, I was absolutely insatiable, okay? So I was eating a lot in November, like huge amounts of food. Like, it was so much that I was considering if I was like having a BED relapse. Like, I wasn't sure. So I literally had to look at the symptoms. Hey, Newly. So I literally had to look at the symptoms. By the way, the beginning of the stream is really weird, Newly. So I don't think you really missed all that much. But because I feel like I couldn't think of a topic like at all. I'm like so listless. But anyways, so I literally got my okay, so I was about no, you shouldn't go back. It's fine. Just stay here. I was saying you didn't miss much. So it's fine. You're gonna be like, this is so boring. So, anyways, I got to run 303 basically in the morning, like around late October. Start eating like a mass, like around 3. I want to say 3. Oh, is it frozen? Oh, okay. Let me know. I don't know if my brain might have froze. I was around. I was around. Oh my god, Neely. I was like dying. Anyways, so what did I do? Oh my god, my brain. You can see my brain. My brain is like not working. Okay, so is my stream. Okay. Love that. Is it back now? We're getting that Mercury retro bullshit coming in too. Okay. Let me try to pick up for OS. I cannot focus for life of me. My brain cells are completely fried and I have no freaking like brain anymore. So I got to run 303. That was like the typical thing. Over November, I gained weight. So I think I gained around 15 pounds, if I am honest. So I don't know like what is what's muscle, what's water, what's fat, what's anything. I have no clue because I've been very active and I'm very like full of shit. I don't know how else to say it, but I'm very like stuffed up. I think because I'm eating so much, it's like I just have a lot going on in there. And like if I were to fill my stomach, it feels stuffed, like kind of full, you know? It's like I'm walking all the time. My ass feels big. My stomach feels big. And then I'm starting to look like a lesbian again. And I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Because then it's also like my clothes still fit, which is really weird. So, like, I don't think the clothes I'm wearing fit me when I weighed this much before. But I'm like around, I would say 318, 319, like in that range. So about 15 or 16 pounds is what I've gained. And that seems like a lot, And then, like I said, the clothes are fitting still. And it's kind of been there for a minute. I think it's been there like throughout all of December. So I haven't continued to gain. It's stopped. But it's like, it's just weird. It's a weird feeling. And then I struggle because I'm just like, gosh, like, because you have a lot of fears, I think, with like gaining it back and all this stuff. But then I don't really anymore because then it's like I get really full sometimes and then I don't. Like I said, it's weird. Everything is like circuiting in my brain where it's like I woke up today and I had zero appetite. Then I started getting really hungry. Then this, then that. It's like weird. It just switches back and forth. So it's just really fugly. So, anyways, the point is, I'm probably going to be like this until January. I think in that point, I've thought about the past years and I always did have some kind of hypo relief in January. So I think it's going to be okay. But, anyways, it's just a weird feeling. So just don't ever do anything, you guys. Yeah, it's not like super drastic. But it sucks. It does suck. And it sucks to like not really be able to do the gym anymore and all this stuff. But then it's like I have to think like I'm only not doing the gym because I'm working a lot. So I'm like walking for like 4 or 5 hours a day. So it's like I don't need to really push myself too far, because I'm also working like 6 days a week. So that's a lot. So I'm just like, I need to kind of chill. But I don't know. I should see. I wonder how many calories I burn when I walk. I've never looked at that before. Um, People always talk about how great walking is. Okay. Oh, it is kind of good. Dang. That's crazy. Dang. Yeah, so it's saying the average person will burn between 200 and 350 calories per hour. And I'm like a huge fucking heifer. I'm like a huge fucking cow. So I must be burning quite a bit. Um, I didn't see that, Newly. Oh, good. Good, Shannon. I'm glad. It's always good to get off that shiz. Even though I feel like I'm a bad example of it now, which is scarring. I'm so weird. I hate my stupid serotonin bullshit. It's really gay. Because then I'm just like, oh gosh, what will people think? And oh gosh, and it's just like, ew, this is so gross. Like, why do I have to go like this now when I'm more hypo? Where I care about shit like that. It's so cringy. I guess I can see why people are like, oh gosh, like you shouldn't lose weight when you're um they're always like you shouldn't lose weight or you shouldn't lose weight publicly because it's hard or whatever. And it's like I can kind of understand what they're saying because it's really fun when you're losing, but it's really horrible when you're not, and especially when you're gaining. Like that sucks. So it's like, oh gosh, this is crazy. But yeah, what do you guys think of that? The 200 to 350 calories per hour. And like I said, for my fat ass, it's probably a lot. I wonder if they have like a formula or something. But even based on that, like if I was burning 350 per hour, then that would be like probably about maintenance. the season of the lesbian and own it. I'm not sedentary at all. So I'm really not. Let me see if I can find a formula. They don't have it. I don't know where to find it. Walking calories calculator. Oh, okay. I found it. I'm such a tip. Oh gosh, I weigh 5 million pounds. That's how much I weigh. Oh gosh. I'm guessing the slope is 0. Who even knows what the steps are? Walking time. So I think it would be like literally, I want to say at least like 4 hours. Probably almost 5 hours of walking. Oh my God, Nilly. It's still autumn, Nilly. I'll say 5, honestly. Walking speed, I don't think it's that fast. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Do you guys want to know? That's crazy. Wow. I'm burning a lot of calories. Oh my God. Let me see if it was 4. Oh my God. Okay. So I told you guys, walking wise, I put that I was walking 2.5 miles per hour. So that's pretty like slow at a 0 incline and at my weight, which is fucking, I put 319 for 4 hours. I'm burning 2,000 calories. That's crazy. So my BMR is like 3,300. So that means I'd have to eat over 5,000 calories to be gaining weight. So I'm probably maintaining. That's probably what's happening because I don't think I ate that much. I probably ate like it's somewhere in the 4,000s for sure. I think that's what I'm typically doing. Now, in November, when I was hogging out, I was eating a lot. There were some days I was eating like almost 8,000 or like 7,000 or something. Like I was eating a lot because I was insatiable. So I think whatever weight I gained, it was in November because I was actually eating like a surplus. But I don't think I have been in December, especially because I've been walking so much because I'm doing that like, 6 days a week now. So that's a lot. That is like really drastic. So, yeah. Because when I didn't work, I ate less, which I only take 1 day off, and I did eat less that day. I wasn't as hungry. I might, Neely, but I think it's mostly maintenance, to be honest. If someone burns 2,000 calories a day, and for simplicity, we only count 16 waking hours, that's only 125 an hour. That's interesting. Yeah, so my BMR is technically 3,380. It's like my BMR. So it's pretty high. It's because it might actually be even higher now because I'm fat ass. It's because I've actually gained some weight. So it's probably actually a little higher than that. It's probably like 34 something. So it does make sense. That means I'd have to eat like almost 6,000 calories to be gaining weight if I'm walking this much. So I'm probably okay. That's probably why I've maintained during December, because in November I was eating more. Because there were some days when I was just absolutely insatiable in November. It was crazy. That was kind of scary. But then it ended. So I guess I'm at like my fugly like maintenance phase point or whatever. But that actually makes me feel better. So I'm glad I calculated that. Jeez. Oh my God, you guys. Just don't ever be fat and walk for 5 hours a day. But no, I'm pretty sure I'm walking that much because it's not like straight, but it's like when I do my hours and stuff, like there are some days where I'm working for like 10 hours, and it is not super conservative to assume that I'm walking for half the time I'm working, which is 5 hours. So it's probably between 4 and 5 hours. Which 4 hours is 2,000 calories. That's crazy. Jeez. But I do walk a lot because even when I'm not working, like I'll go somewhere and I'll still like walk even when I'm not working. It's kind of weird. So I don't know. It must be some like nervous energy or something where I just want to walk for like 5 million hours a day. So I don't know. Maybe Newly's right. Maybe I will get a whoosh. I mean, I am eating. That's why I don't think I will, because I am eating. But it's like, that's probably why I could not do that deficit then. Because I was like, I don't know. It's like I'm practically eating 0 calories then. Like I'm getting, like my deficit was 33,270 or something like that. So it's like, if I'm burning like almost 2,000 calories, it's like I can't survive on that. That's probably why I couldn't do it. Oh my God. Jeez. That's funny. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least I won't gain weight super uncontrollably or whatever. Oh my gosh. So, anyways, that's also probably why I'm really bloated too. So it's like a lot of activity. So I'm probably like frying out my brain cells with all this activity. Jeez. I don't know though. Like I really do have that kind of nervous energy, so I can't stop. It's like a constant thing. Because like if I were to think like, oh, maybe I should take tomorrow off, it's like, no, I can't. I need to work tomorrow. Like it's a really weird feeling. Maybe Newly's right. I'm gonna pray Newly's right that I will get some kind of whoosh. That would be funny. I think what will happen, Newly, is I'll start counting again, or what I'm gonna actually do is I want to just cut sugar. So I'm probably gonna just cut sugar in January. And so what will probably happen is it won't be a whoosh. It'll be like the weight slowly comes back down. And then it's like, and then if I do start counting again in the spring, then it'll really go down and it'll look like I've lost like 10 pounds a month again. But it's like probably some of it is probably a whoosh. It's like a delayed whoosh. Because I think that's what happens too. Because people think like, people don't ever think they have water, but it's like, because I feel my body because I'm weird and psycho. And it was like, my body is not, like my ass is, I don't know, like it was just tripping me out because I'm like, how am I fitting in the clothes? And my body feels different. Like it just feels weird. Like I feel like I'm really bloated right now. But I don't know. I blame Newly. This is Newly's fault. So just kidding. I'm blaming Newly for all this. So that's who's to blame for my problems right now. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. See, how am I supposed to sleep? That's probably why I can't sleep. I'm probably too active. Oh my god, you guys. I'm crazy. What do I do? How can I stop being nuts? Because, like, I'm not tired at all right now. How am I supposed to sleep? I think I'm on some weird cock energy right now. I don't know. Hypo queen goals. Anyways, how are you guys doing in terms of everything? I know we got some, I mean, Sam said he made some dessert or whatever. I made nothing because I don't like to cook, or I don't really cook. And I just eat random shit all the time, which is kind of fun. But I'm actually doing okay financially, to be honest. Like, it's not as good as I thought it would be. I can tell that business is affected. So I do think the recession is currently happening because I've noticed weird things. Like, people are not shopping nearly as much as they have been and other like Christmas times. It's not as busy. Like, I've been to Walmart a few times and it's like kind of empty and I'm just like, or it's like I go to Target sometimes, empty, or it just looks normal. And I'm just like, oh, yikes. Like, I think the recession is here. But they don't report it until probably the spring. But I can kind of tell, like, it's a little different than the typical. I think, like, last year, people were just, like, kind of doom spending because there was a lot of, like, stuff last year. But it was funny, like, I listened to my favorite astrologer, and he was trying to talk about, like, the global dynamics. He does this video every year where he talks about the global dynamics of, like, the rest of the calendar year or the rest of the astrological year. So basically from, like, December to March. I didn't agree with him. I don't think I don't know. I think I'm better at reading the global dynamics than he is. Because he was saying, like, inflation's just going to keep getting higher and higher. And I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think we're headed for a recession. And I think the recession is going to bring an end to the inflation. So I'm very much more in the recession camp. But we were in a recession anyways. They just didn't say it. But we've been in a recession since 2021. So the thing about that was people quit. So it's the great, whatever they called it, the great resignation. I wonder why they quit, right? That was in 2021. That was a recession that they just gaslit everybody. But we were in stagflation, which is like really bad. So that's what last year was. It was actually stagflation, which is when you're in a recession with inflation, which is the worst situation ever. That was last year. This year, I think the inflation's coming down, but now I think people are not really spending anymore. I think something broke. I think it's because of the student loans. So I don't think it's like completely unpredictable. The housing market is like completely trashed. They are like not, they are struggling to sell anything at all. It's really, I think the housing market is like hanging by a thread. it's probably going to crash within the next few months because it is just like, holy shit. I mean, commercial real estate, I don't know why I'm fascinated by this, but I've been looking at everything. Commercial real estate is down like 22%. And I think apartments are falling too. And then it's going to be houses. And they said the only reason why housing hasn't crashed is because our supply is drastically low. And oh gosh. And then there's like all these companies that are reaching maturity. They have like these corporate loans that are reaching maturity. They started happening this fall. There's a lot more this fall, but there's even more next year, which will lead to many different companies downsizing and laying people off. And that's like serious recession vibes. And everything going on in the market is extremely similar to before the 2008 crash or the Great Recession. So I think it's going to be kind of similar, but different. But anyways, the point is, I didn't agree with my favorite astrologer. He's just like, inflation's just going to keep getting worse. And I'm like, I don't think so. I think inflation is going to die next year, but it will be because of a massive recession. That's what happens. I think there's just so many things financially, like the bubbles are just so ridiculous and people's credit cards are running out now. They can't borrow anymore. People can't get cards anymore. I mean, it's going to be big, you guys. So just like, my only like consolation is just that you can't like, I don't think it's going to hit everybody the same. Like in 2008, it was pretty much across the board. It hit like pretty much everybody. This time, I don't think so because people have their lifestyles are so different that I don't think it's going to affect everybody universally. I think some people will be hit really hard and I think some people won't be hit that hard. So it's difficult to predict. And then with the context of COVID and everything, it's like, I don't know how that's going to affect this recession because a lot of things were just, it's kind of like, is it a recession or is it just that we're not going to be as inflated? Because everything has been so inflated. So it's like, we're just going to see the real numbers of living in this Joe Biden economy. So I don't know that it's going to really feel all that different. It's just, they're not going to be able to lie about the numbers anymore because the numbers have been inflated for years, especially because of all the liquidity of the printed money flying around. It makes the stocks look higher than they actually are. It makes everything look more than it actually is. So I don't know, you guys. That's why I think next year is going to be crazy. Because I think the reality of the situation is going to become known, you know? I don't know. I keep feeling like my body is similar to the economy, so so maybe I'm having a weird, like Neely said, I'm gonna have some weird whoosh at some point, but it just feels weird. I think it's similar in a way. Like, I don't know. It's funny how I've always thought of it that way, but it's just weird how like this is a time when people spend a lot because it's Christmas time and it's not even that great or it's like normal. So it's like, what is it going to be in January then? Because January, typically people stop spending. There's like a contraction. So I'm like, is this January going to be like a hellacious contraction after Christmas? It's like, well, we're going to do this last thing. We're going to buy this last thing on Christmas. Like, is that the mindset people are thinking? And then after that, they're like, I can't do this anymore. But it's like everybody's going to be thinking, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. And then it just like, crazy. I don't know, you guys. I feel like our economy is so fucking crazy here right now. Like, I can't. But the thing is, there's so many like unprecedented things that are happening that we literally don't really know what's going to happen. But yeah. Anyways, point is, I don't agree that inflation is just going to run away inflation. The only way that that would happen, in my opinion, is if gas was to go up like super high because of the war in the Middle East. That's the only thing I could see causing more inflation. But I think there's just too many pressures on inflation at this time where I can't see it just like skyrocketing, because it's like, if people don't have credit cards anymore, or if they can't borrow anymore, it's almost impossible to get a loan. It's interest rates are extremely high. So it's like, if you were to borrow right now, it'd be like really stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's all these things where it's like, I don't know. It's just freaky. I don't know. I don't even know what to say, but it's just weird. Yeah, I agree with you, Shannon. I do think everything is a rhythm. I think it's just like, I don't know. I just hate the inflation so much. I really do. But we'll see. I guess the numbers are coming soon. But anyways, I've been paying attention to that stuff a lot because I always do. I think when you're in the Biden economy, you just have to pay attention all the time, because it's like, holy shit, you know? I mean, I never paid attention until last year. After last year, I was like, holy shit. Like, once Biden got in office and the economy went completely to shit, I started paying attention because it was really affecting me drastically. So I don't know. I don't know, you guys. So far, it's okay, I guess, but I just have to work a lot. But I don't know. This stream is really weird. I feel like my brain cells are like really all over the place. Anyways, are you guys watching Carlin too? And if so, how is that going? You can let me know. With you were sad, with you were falling down. So anyways, I feel like this stream is kind of lame. I'm sorry, you guys. I bet Biden weasels his way out of the debates if he even runs again. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna run. No, yeah, I was just, apparently she's live right now, Shannon. That's why I was asking, or she was. I don't know. I'm sorry, Bob. I don't know. Well, Bot always does that. Like, if I'm ever streaming at the same time as Carlin, Bot will like watch both of us. Like, it's so funny. That's hilarious. I literally didn't know. I probably would. I try not to, but I was just like, I don't think there's any way in hell. Like, I didn't even think of that she was streaming now. Like, I don't stream at like 5 p.m. or whatever, you know what I mean? Not that I never would, but it's just, I just don't, because it's like, I'm working, you know? But it was just funny because it's like, it's late. Like, I thought, oh, there's no way in hell, you know? Anyways, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, like, as far as like, people have been speculating if Biden's gonna run. I think he is. Because, like, I will say I did some weird tarot the other night when I was on the phone with Sam. And you're only getting out of bed for streams. What do you mean? So I did a tarot on Trump and Biden and like how is Trump gonna feel leading up to the election? How is Biden gonna feel up to the election? And with Trump, it was like he doesn't feel confident. He feels like he's not sure if he's gonna win. But he's kind of like ardently facing things, but he doesn't feel secure about it. But then I looked at Biden's, and Biden's was really bad. Really, really negative. Like he was like, Biden felt hated. Um, I did pull the death card for Biden, which is crazy. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like maybe, I don't know. Um, I forgot what the other card was, but yeah, it was like really bad. It was actually way worse than Trump. But I have a feeling they might put Trump under house arrest. They might try to do something like that. So I think next year is going to be really crazy in the political sense. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong about that. I don't know. I think it's just hard to predict like specifics. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, Shannon. They're saying Biden's not going to be running, and he's not going to be running. He's not going to be running, and I'm just like, how much time do they have to find somebody else? You know, because that's the other problem. Like, I feel like they're not doing any debates or anything. So it's just weird, right? Biden hasn't said he's not running. Um, I don't know. I don't think so either, Shannon. Because I do see like some people on Twitter when they're just like, oh my gosh, I'm never voting for Trump, blah, blah, blah. Or there's the whole like conservatives are horrible. You know, you have like those kind of tweets from a lot of different people. I don't know why the algorithm shows them to me because it's like, I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? Like it's irritating to me. But it all has like, you look at the replies and it's just like, well, I'm voting for him. Well, I'm voting for him. Well, I'm voting for him. Well, you're dumb. Why aren't you voting for him? You're stupid that you're not voting. Like, it's like such an overwhelming response of like, you're dumb for saying that. So it's like, okay, you know, but it's like, I do think there is a lot of cringe conservative read going on, but it's like, I think that's inflated too. Like, I don't know. There's the conservative, like, influencer space, it has never been the same since 2022. Like, even since 2020, it just changed. I really do think something happened at that time. I would not be surprised if there was some dark money or something that went on because everything changed. I don't know. It's either that or COVID just like really traumatized a lot of conservatives, but which could be the case as well. I mean, COVID, it was crazy. But it's like I've noticed it like conservative influencers online, they're just not the same anymore. They're really weird and like out of touch. And, you know, it's like when you talk to conservative people in general, or even like a conservative in the audience, they're exactly the same. But the influencers are crazy. And so I don't really understand that. I noticed it in 2022. But especially on Twitter, I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And like, why am I getting all these weird DeSantis people in my feed. I'm like, I don't want to see this, you know? I don't know. It's just weird because I don't know, like, ugh, I don't know. It's just weird. Um, yeah, that's the thing too, Shannon. Like, there are a few people Republicans could run, but I just find it weird that people have this idea that DeSantis is like more electable, and I'm just like, I don't see that at all. Just because like DeSantis is like Newsom, like he's just it's like a nightmare for national politics. They're seen as like hyper partisan, and to the left, Florida is like a nightmare state. And to the right, California is a nightmare state. So it's like nobody's gonna vote. Like they're not gonna have any national appeal at all. So I don't understand this weird astroturfed like Newsom versus DeSantis thing. It's like this isn't a real like this isn't gonna happen. They don't have any national. So that's the only thing I will say about like the Tim Pools and stuff when they're just like they're gonna push for Newsom, they're gonna make Newsom the candidate. It's like Newsom doesn't have any national. It would be like political suicide to put Newsom. It would be like Hillary Clinton 2.0. Like there's no appeal. He is seen as a complete nightmare. He's called Gavin Gruesome. It's just like I don't get it. I just don't get it. Because like most people in the country that are from California, like myself, we fled California. It's not like oh, I just casually decided to leave. It's like, no, it was horrible there. It was like hell on earth. And it's like even worse now, you know? Gavin Gruesome, yeah, it's like nobody wants that in the rest of the country. So it's like he's not successful at all in terms of anything, in terms of like national politics. I'm just like, that would be like crazy to push him. Yeah, in his home state, which is literally like the bluest of blue. Well, not really. California isn't the bluest of blue, but it is very blue. And it's like, I don't understand like why they would even consider him. I don't think they are. Like he's not running. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't think they have anybody else like that they could run. I really don't. Um and again, like I see what you're saying with that, Shannon, like to a slight extent. Like I just miss the influencers pre 2020 election. I don't really care about the party pre 2020 because the party pre 2020 was pretty fake. It was like a very fake party. I feel like now there are actually good people in the party, but it's like it's still a lot of fugly people in the party. You know what I mean? So I think the party needs to change, but the influencers, we need to like, oh no, they need to go. Like they are horrible. A lot of them are really awful. And I get that the left is even worse, but it's like, I don't know. Like I want to do a reaction to the Whatever podcast on my main channel. And to me, the Whatever podcast, it's like two very extreme sides of issues that are really dumb. And they're just like talking about things in really stupid ways. That's my impression of Whatever podcast. I am going to try to watch the one because there's one that it relates to fatness. It's kind of like a MGTOW podcast, Shannon. It's very popular in right wing spaces, but I don't know. I don't, I mean, there's this really cringy Christian guy. They call him like Sovereign Bra or whatever. He's just horrible. Oh my God. He's like the worst person I've ever seen in my life. He's just horrible. Like, oh my God. It's just so bad. And it's like there are times when I do feel like some of these people are legitimately controlled op because it's like I understand that some of the people on the right are just really horrible in general. I completely get it. But there are some people, like I can understand, like, oh gosh, like somebody goes, I don't like Candace Owens. It's like, I get that. I totally can understand why people don't like her. But I don't think she's like literally controlled opposition. Like I do think she's trying, even if it can be too much or it puts people off. Like I do feel like she is actually trying. But someone like Sovereign Bra, it's like he's so bad, or like John Doyle, so bad that it's like I don't know if they're actually real because they're that like they're so bad as like influencers and like they have the worst arguments ever. And so it's like I don't even know if I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there are many conservative influencers that are just so terrible that I literally feel like they're controlled out because it's like how are you're not convincing anybody at all. And it's like, I think you're just putting people off. So I don't know. It's just crazy. But, anyways, you'll probably hear it on my channel then, Shannon, because I am going to cover it. I was thinking about doing it tonight, but I had to do laundry and I was like, I don't know if the stream is even that great. So I don't know. I feel really lame. But I guess I should probably, what time is it? Yeah, I should probably get going. Anyways, you guys, I hope that you guys are doing okay. I want to say, I guess I want to end on a positive note. Oh, let me see what Shannon said. I get the feeling a lot of these male-centric spaces have been infiltrated, mainly because I don't see a lot of what their message is as productive. Yeah, I agree. I will just say that I'm doing a lot better this December than I thought I would. I'm very active. I'm still able to be active. That's a huge hope. I think it's like I just got to get past this month and I think things will start to break through. But this has been hard. This fall was like really difficult. I didn't see it being this hard, but it really was in a lot of ways. But I guess it makes sense. But I'm doing a lot better this December than I did a year ago. And I think that's what matters. So that's what I'm holding on to. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to get going. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Hopefully the stream wasn't too weird. Bye, you guys.